Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when you're watching Lego Movie 2. What up, big kids? Sean Long here. I'm with my buddy Josh.
Howdy.
We just saw the Lego Movie 2, the second part. Or was it the second part? Yeah, the second.
The Lego Movie Part 2.
Yeah, the second part. I was right, yeah.
Oh, the second part? Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
Awesome. So, Josh, what did you think of this movie?
It was quite fun.
Yes, very fun. This was actually not directed by Lord and Miller. It was actually directed by Mike Mitchell. But Lord and Miller, who directed the first Lego Movie,
they still produced and wrote it, which is about as much influence they had on Into the Spider-Verse, which was my favorite movie of last year.
Yeah, it definitely went. It was my second favorite after Avengers Infinity War. I love that movie. So good. But this is a really awesome, like a better word, sequel to Lego Movie 2. I would have to say it's on par, if not as good as the first one. There's parts of it that are better, and then parts of it that maybe won't hit you as hard as the first one did. It really just depends on like
what you're going in for with a sequel, because sometimes people like more of the same thing, and this is not more of the same thing. It definitely has
Unikitty.
Yes, definitely more Unikitty.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it has its own variety that doesn't make it a repeat of the previous film, because there are different themes it tackles in like the first Lego Movie did with surprising us on like the human development of a child's perspective and handling their own real world emotions projected onto these characters.
Yeah, and that was really great. It definitely, even with this movie, both movies are really good about taking kids' toys and really projecting very like deep, meaningful messages about growing up, dealing with issues of connecting with family members, and there's definitely more of that in this movie. Not so much of the father element, but this time, as if you watch the first Lego Movie, and it really definitely takes place 5 years later, so it's in real time, because the kids are the same kids from the first movie, or same son. But yeah, it's about dealing with, instead of a father-son dynamic, it's a brother-sister dynamic.
Yeah, the common sibling struggle that most people feel when growing up.
Yeah, and this movie also tackles with a lot of how boys play with toys, how girls play with toys, and I thought that was something I really thought about after watching the movie, and really hit the nail on the head about how, especially being a child of the 80s and 90s, how there's such a separation of what girls are supposed to play with and what boys are supposed to play with. And with Lego, even they have their own boy and girl brands, it shows that, why do we have this separation? Why can't, like, I know how girls are drawn to one thing and boys are drawn to the other, but we do have a lot of similarities as much as we have differences, especially when it comes to toys and imagination.
Exactly. Like, regardless of gender differences, like in the way how society raised and nurtured us, they're just as zany in their imaginations. Yeah.
So this movie definitely, just like the first movie, is very smart. It's more than just like potty humor and like pretty colors.
Yeah, that's the thing that I love about these animated movies compared to most animated movies these days.
Yeah, and but I do have to say, besides the deep philosophy things about childhood imagination growing up, this movie has some great humor. There was some definitely great throwbacks to the first Lego movie, a few that just had me rolling. Some great cameos too. Some cameos you would not expect, especially one cameo with a star that
from a very less awesome movie.
Yeah,
one would say shattering expectations.
Exactly, and you'll definitely love this actor in this movie versus their bigger movie. But yeah, and also we get some DC characters like Jason Momoa voices Aquaman, and
my man.
Yeah, and Kobe Smulders returns as Wonder Woman, and Channing Tatum as Superman, Jonah Hill as Green Lantern, which was hilarious. They definitely make some great jokes and expense to the DC characters, but it's all in fun. But let's talk about
it's always in good taste.
Oh yeah, but let's talk about the main characters. Emmett, who was awesome. Chris Pratt, one of my favorite characters since Andy from Parks and Rec and Star-Lord. I love like there's so much depth to Emmett. He's not just a cheerful, happy construction worker that every great sequel doesn't just rehash the first movie, but it really shows evolution of a character. And this movie succeeded in showing Emmett's evolution. And there's definitely some story elements which I won't spoil that really shows evolution. But
while he does pretty much remain the same, he does have an arc in growing up.
Yeah, and that's what the central theme is. And also with Wild Style, or Lucy as she's just known, she was also so great. Elizabeth Banks and Chris Pratt have such great chemistry together. And I don't have the right Lego metaphor, but Will Arnett is Lego Batman.
Oh, I am Lego Batman. That is all that matters.
Yes.
Because everything is Batman.
Yeah, who doesn't pay his taxes?
Not Batman!
But oh yeah, by the way, if you love the music in the first one, you'll definitely love this movie. I wish the soundtrack was out already. There's one song called catchy song that literally will be stuck in your head after this movie. But there's some great music.
Yeah,
numbers.
like there are 2 songs from the main antagonist, Queen Wa-Nabi.
It's like Whatever Wa-Nabi. Yeah,
Whatever Watanabe.
Yeah, played by Tiffany Haddish, who was so good. She's a great addition to the movie. And there's a duet with her and Batman. And oh my god, it was amazing. Oh my god.
We won't say anything, but basically it's a song that continues that on par parody humor that we loved about the Lego Batman movie,
yes,
where it dissects his character.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, it is really like a musical. There's some great musical numbers. There's actually some great renditions of Everything is Awesome. If you thought the first Lego movie had like a million different versions of Everything is Awesome, well, surprise, there's even more, and they're awesome versions. I really love them. I really like. I'm probably gonna be listening to the soundtrack as soon as it comes out, like for months on end, just like the first Lego movie.
Yeah, just minor spoiler. We just need a jazz and a classical music version of Everything is Awesome. Then we have more renditions.
But yeah. But the animation, man, it's beautiful. It's just like the first Lego movie. Everything in the Lego world is all Legos, whether it's smoke or water. It's not like how in a lot of those other Lego, like the more low budget Lego movies that are actually like real water with Lego vehicles.
It's the digital inserted water or smoke in there, but it's actually down to the detail that it's in smoke.
Yeah. Done
in Legos.
Yes, and it's amazing, and it's cool how, if you know, like in from the first Lego movie, and how this takes a lot of Duplo / I forgot the girls line of Legos, and
it's not ringing a bell.
Yeah, it takes a lot of those brands and mixes it in with the normal Lego like action brands and stuff. And there's a lot of cameos with other famous characters just like the first one, and a lot of them return, not just like the Justice League characters, but Abraham Lincoln, voiced by Will Forte, and man, who else we got? We got a few. I don't want to spoil. Of course, my favorite characters like Unikitty or Ultra Kitty, voiced by Alison Brie, who's adorable in that. Nick Offerman is Metalbeard, who I love. Charlie Day is Benny.
Spacer!
Yes, and there was a few like I won't spoil, but one character from the Lego Batman movie returns, Alfred, voiced by Ray Fiennes. He was awesome. So, but don't expect a lot of except for the Justice League, a lot of Lego Batman characters in this movie.
Yeah, expect the Justice League interaction like you've seen in the previous Lego movies. Like, they're not going to steal the show or become a part of the plot like Lego Batman is.
Oh yeah, but really this movie, kids were enjoying this, and if we watched this with a mix of adults and kids, they were enjoying a lot of the more adult jokes, like people our age and older were laughing.
Yeah, I especially love that the jokes that are a comment on today's society are not so in your face that it would make other audience members feel targeted. But if they are, I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
Yeah, no, it's really great. There's some very good social commentary with things that are happening right now, but it's very subtle, which I really enjoyed. So if you're a kid, it'll go right over your head, but if you know what's going on in our society, you'll laugh really hard.
You will.
Yes. So with that said, Josh, man, like this movie, like I said, beautiful animation, amazing humor. Love the characters. Love seeing them grow. Love the new characters. Definitely, like I said, I still think maybe the first Lego movie hit me hard because it was very unexpected.
Yeah, like with the first Lego movie, we were just expecting this to just be a zany cash grab, but it was a zany cash grab with heart.
So much heart.
At the end.
And humor, too. But
that I especially loved the whole climax was based on bonding with the antagonist, which that's something you rarely see in an action movie these days.
Oh yeah, and there's definitely some twists and turns in this movie, and some, like I said, it's very profound, and it's definitely one of those movies, like I said, it's going to hit you, and there is definitely some touching moments, but I still say probably the first Lego movie just wins out slightly for me, but I still love this movie.
Yeah, I still love this movie, and I believe it's personally on par, because there's not many movies where I can say they're as imaginative. Like, what other movie out there has velociraptors running a spaceship?
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. All the raptors were awesome, man. Love them.
But yeah, if you had to force me in a pinch to compare this to all the previous Lord and Miller Productions stories they wrote, then this is third, following the first Lego movie, because that was a surprise, and the Spider-Verse movie, because that hit home with both my fandoms and was very introspective on character development.
Oh, I loved it so much. But yeah, with that said, Josh, what would you give the Lego movie, the second part?
The second part of Lego movie, I give 4 Lego Batman villains.
Nice. And for me, I give the Lego, I was going to say Lego Batman, the Lego Movie 2, the second part, 4 Lego characters and a Unicaddy face. So 4.5 out of 5. So definitely love the movie, guys. Go see this one. Comes out February 8th. We were very lucky we got to see it early thanks to Student Movie Grill. Such a great movie. Such a great sequel. Like I said, maybe not as good as the first one, but that one was just exceptional, and this one is still an exceptional sequel. Like I said, it's
definitely fun, and you will not feel your money was stolen unless you're a sourpuss.
Yeah, I definitely can't wait to watch this again when it comes out in theaters. And yeah, Josh, anything you want to promote before we go?
Well, I would just like to say to our audience watching this, you are awesome, and we will close it out singing.
Oh, yes. Well, okay. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when you watch a Lego movie.
2, 1. It doesn't matter. They're awesome.
Thank you, guys. Make sure to like my Facebook, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, links in the description. I'm Sean Long and Josh saying,
live long and love life.
Well, aren't you the cutest little thing? Oh, dude, so cute. Well, what's your name? And oh my eye! Die, mother!